I grew up in the States, and I'd say the first 21 years of my life were pretty boring. I grew up in suburbia. I had a very comfortable life. I had brothers and parents that we all loved each other, and we'd say goodnight to each other and tuck each other in, kind of like a Brady Bunch experience. When I turned 21, I felt like there was something more out there, something I wanted to see. I bought a plane ticket to South America, one-way plane ticket. I was told by a friend, you need to go meet this woman in Cusco. She's a shamanic healer, and so I went to Cusco to find her. And she took one step into the room, she took a look at me and my brother, and she said, "Whoa, you guys look like trouble. Sorry, I don't think I can work with you." And we had just come all the way from Bolivia, and it was heartbreaking. And we were like, no, wait, please, come back. We'd love to work with you. We met this guy, he told us all about you. Please, can we do some work? She kind of rolled her eyes at us, and she said, "Okay, I'll tell you what. Go eat raw vegan for a week. I'll come back in a week, and we'll see what your energy is like." So we ate fruits and vegetables for a week. She came back a week later, and she said, "Okay, pack your bags and let's go to work." I went to India, studied with two Babas in Omkarishwar for many months on their Ayurvedic garden. I felt very called to understand and pursue the practice of yoga, but more from a theory and philosophical side. I really dove more into meditation, the meditative side of yoga more than anything. I don't have a very strong asana practice. I do my 15 or 20 minutes a day, but I feel very called to meditate wherever I am and really find that quietness inside. Even more recently, I met the love of my life, CJ Ananda, who's another Kula founder. And our passion has really been to integrate, my foundation of shamanism and her foundation of yoga into one offering. And it's really fascinating because the more kind of we dive into this, the more we see that the roots, at least, are very similar, the roots of shamanism and yoga. The practices vary, but the idea is really still the same. And that diving deeply into one is really conducive to going more deeply into the other, that they're very harmonious and work well together. My journey with Kula, and really the foundation of the Kula, the origins of the Kula, started at a picnic. And it was a bunch of friends who were coming together, and we're working for various different organizations and schools. And there was this common theme of feeling disempowered. And so we were at this picnic, and there was all these beautiful beings, friends and family that I'd known for quite a long time, and they were feeling disempowered by the schools and the organizations they were working for. And so me, along with some others, were like, hey, let's stop complaining about what's been happening and start brainstorming and dreaming something into being that will enable us to feel self-empowered and really bring our beauty into being. I started working with cacao several years ago, and when I started working with cacao, I really didn't understand the power it had. I had worked with it myself and felt the vibrations, the subtle vibrations, and how it made my body feel, and how it brought me to kind of an ecstatic, joyful state. And the beauty of it is that people are so open to cacao. It's a plant medicine that people are willing to ingest. You just say it's chocolate. Just drink this cup of chocolate, and they drink the cup of chocolate, and they have no idea what's in store for them. It's just really, I think, a treasure for me to get to see that transformation in people so quickly. They come in and they're a little bit more down, and they're not making eye contact. And by the time they leave, everybody's hugging everybody. People who didn't know one another. It's just a really, really beautiful medicine that has an extreme ability to shift energy very quickly on a very subtle level. We just love sharing cacao with everybody. Chikoi! If we walk around with joy and love in our hearts, then what we will manifest is joy and love. If we walk around with abundance in our hearts, that's what will happen all around us. That's really the gist of it, and it's so bizarrely simple. So many of us are living lives where we're feeling frustrated, and that's going to beget frustration. It takes a shifting, a changing of the mind in order to make this beauty happen. So I find it really powerful for people to take some time out of their lives and to really work on cleansing away the thoughts that don't serve them anymore, and then bringing in, manifesting into their life the thoughts of empowerment and beauty and love. And when people do that, then they start to find more beauty and love in their life all around them, not just within them, but that's what manifests and that's what becomes.